This is it, people. This is what you've been waiting for. This is Everyday Celebrity Podcast. The podcast for everyday people with everyday problems, trying to find everyday solutions to accomplish everyday goals. Let's start the show.
Did it on my own, I ain't have support. Now I can travel like extended passports. No role model, no father figure. Stay strong through the storms, now my soul bigger. If you ever had an opportunity to chase your dreams, I'ma tell you right now, give it everything. Positivity over pessimistic people. My life ain't all cherries, but I'm thankful for the sequel. Pops was in the streets doing drugs. I love moms, but my body need a hug. Real one since day one, like A1. And I been had the sauce like A1. Smiling more, communication getting better. That's a problem for the game, I'm only getting better. Finding my voice while looking for a beat. Like an index and a middle finger, I'm looking for peace. What's up? Like an index and a middle finger, I'm looking for peace. Nigga, somehow I'm still here. I don't know how. Somehow I'm here now. I don't really know quite why. Money not equal to happiness, that's the realest shit. My conversations stink, cause I talk shit. Careful with my words, power in my speech. Power in my people, but we dying in the streets. Woke up at a young age, mind cage. Started living when I let go with a rage. Stepdad was abusive, mentally disturbed me. Nowadays when I think about it, it's disturbing. Took away my peace when I still had innocence. Never been a victim, but to this day I am innocent. Unfortunate circumstances became my circumstances. Overcame it all despite the circumstances. Sitting in my room, pussy can't faze me. Work ethic changed, I stopped being lazy. Finding my voice while looking for a beat. Like an index and a middle finger, I'm looking for peace. What's up? Woo! Like an index and a middle finger, I'm looking for peace, nigga. It's D from Oakland, what you smoking? I don't know how, but I'm here now. Somehow, here now. I don't really know quite why. I don't really know. If we catch the sunrise. It's only a moment. It's passing us. For real. God's son. Somehow I'm here now. I don't really know quite why.
You. Welcome to another episode of Everyday Celebrity Podcast, number one podcast in Oakland, number one podcast in the Bay Area. And what you just heard was a song by upcoming artist, an artist that I think people, that is on the rise, and I think people should know about, you know what I'm saying? And let's tap in and hear his story. The song was called Say Less, and let's everybody welcome D from Oakland. How you doing?
Yee. What's up, everybody? It's D from Oakland, what you smoking? I'm honored to be here today. Shout out to Everyday Celebrity for having this platform and giving me the opportunity to be here. I'm very excited for this opportunity, bro.
How was your day today?
Today was a cool day, bro. I went to the Black Joy Parade. So, of course, that was like peace, love. It was cool.
I forgot that shit was today too. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I went around 4:00, so I went kind of late, but it was still cool just to see, you know what I'm saying, all our people coming together and just being on some positive, on some high vibration type of energy. So just being around that, bro, it honestly made my day a great day.
So your name is D from Oakland, so I'm assuming you're originally from Oakland?
Definitely. From the town, bro. Got it tattooed on my back. I'm so Oakland.
What, are you an 80s baby?
90s.
90s?
Yes, sir.
So Oakland, when you was growing up, how is it different from Oakland now?
That's a great question. I remember when I was growing up, I think it was kind of the ending of what it is today. For example, I remember walking to school, you feel me, in East Oakland, and we still had the people standing on the corners. You know what I mean? We still had the liquor stores and stuff like that. Now, when I walk through my same neighborhood, bruh, those same stores, they're shut down now. Those same people who were standing on the corner, of course, they're no longer on the corner because all of them is like dead or in jail, or they moved out the way because everything got too expensive. So it's definitely a different Oakland today.
So you're saying gentrification?
Gentrification at its finest, my G.
Do you think that's a bad thing?
I think there's pros and there's cons of it. I'm not gonna lie. The bad part of it is, of course, our people is getting left out. We the ones who created this, and I feel like we don't reap none of the benefits of the good side. And the good side is all the money that we got coming into the city now.
So when you were growing up in Oakland in the 90s, how was life like for you? How was your childhood? Did you grow up with both parents in the house?
Nah, single mother household. Pops was into that street life early, and I only noticed because I probably had 3 conversations with him my entire life. And one time I talked to him on the phone in jail when I was in community college. I asked him, I was like, what was your life like when you was young? And he told me he got into the street life at 11 years old. So he was always in jail.
Like selling drugs and shit?
Selling drugs, robbing. Pops was always in that. So mom's kind of held down the household by herself, which of course is tough. She had 6 kids. That was tough. And
6 kids. She was a single mother?
Single mother of 6, bro.
Yeah.
And her last 2 kids was by a man, I don't call my stepdad, but a man by the name of Mark. And Say Less is a little bit referenced to him.
Yeah.
I think he was like mentally abused, like mentally traumatized. I know he lost both of his parents young, and I know he spent a lot of time in jail. So he used to just do certain things to me and my brothers and sisters when we was young that was just like very verbally abusive.
Yeah, because I remember when I heard that song, you said he was you had a line talking about your stepdad was abusive. So I wanted to touch base on that.
Yeah,
like
bro.
what type of it was, just like verbally and mentally?
It definitely verbally and mentally. It wasn't so much like physically, but it was more so like, you know, calling you names every single time you see him. Walking through the hallway, like, you know what I'm saying, being bumped and shit like that for no reason. So he was kind of like a bully.
Did your mom know about this?
It seemed like it just went under her nose, or she swept it under rug. It's like she was aware of it, but she never ever acknowledged it. Absolutely. Just added to the damage.
When I was young, my dad was, I used to think my dad was physically abusive because the nigga used to give me whoopings, right? But then as I got older, I looked back, I was like, yo, the nigga never hit me unless I did like bad shit. So, you know, when you get older, you start to realize that the shit that your parents did wasn't what you thought as a child. Right. So I say that to ask you, now that you look back, do you think you do still think he was verbally and like a crazy abusive, like you say?
100%, bro.
100%. Okay.
Since I'm older, I actually accept the abuse 100% more now.
Yeah.
Now I know I'm actually a survivor because of what I experienced, bro. It definitely wasn't no disciplinary action.
Yeah.
Because like I say, a lot of it just seemed like for no reason. You know what I mean?
Is your mom still with him?
Nah, she finally eventually got over him sometime when I was like in community college.
Okay.
It was shocking to believe too, bro.
Okay. Are you close with your half brothers and sisters?
Not. I'm closer to him today. I can say that. Most of our lives growing up, we was all like separated. We didn't really have relationships, but now that we all like adults, each one has done small work to like rebuild those relationships. So I say we a lot closer today than we've ever been, for sure.
Do you think it was because of the rift you had with him?
That's absolutely. When I was younger, I didn't understand it, and I used to put it all on my brothers and sisters. When I was older and I realized all the dynamics, he was a huge outlier in the dysfunction between me and my siblings.
Where are you at in the age?
I'm the second oldest of six.
Of six? What's the scenario? Like boys, girls?
My mom, only two girls. The
Two
rest
girls?
boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
What high school did you go to?
McClymonds. I went to Ralph Bunch my 9th grade year because I was too old. I got held back in the 6th grade and the 7th grade. Not because I wasn't smart. Not because I wasn't smart. But
the fuck was you doing? Missing classes?
I used to skip class every day.
He's one of them niggas.
And go to PE just to play basketball every single period. Which turned out to be a blessing in disguise because that's why I'm a bucket today. But I got held back twice. So I never did the 8th grade. They skipped me up my 2nd year after the 7th. And I went to Ralph Bunch.
Skipped you up to high school?
They skipped me up to Ralph Bunch, which was a continuation school.
Okay.
I did 1 year at Ralph Bunch, then I transferred to McClymonds and did 2 years at McClymonds before I dropped out.
So you didn't finish high school?
Nah.
To this day still?
To this day, I dropped out.
Wait a minute. That don't make sense, nigga. How were you able to go to college then?
That's part of the testimony, bro. That's exactly why I'm a success story. Because of the dropping out and what I experienced when I dropped out of high school. I eventually went back and got my GED.
Okay, so you finished then. That's what I said.
Not the high school, but yeah, I got my GED as an adult from EOYDC.
Same thing to me, shit.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so EOYDC was giving out GEDs?
Yep, that adult school program.
I remember I used to go to EOYDC in the summer a long time ago.
Shout out to Miss Anana. Boy, I would not be here without her, for sure.
What was the reason you dropped out?
Of high school?
Yeah, just running the streets?
Running the streets. I had no guidance. You feel me? Mom wasn't really following what I was doing. So I was able to just like miss class and just like fuck up. And mom didn't really know. There was no male authority there to like check what I was doing. And once I got cut from the hoop team, that's when I dropped out. So when I was at Ralph Bunch my freshman year, I played for McClymonds. Ralph Bunch didn't have a basketball team, so they let me play for McClymonds. My sophomore year, I got cut. And when I got cut, that's when I dropped out. I came back the following year as a returning sophomore again. I made the team. I was serving in practice, but I wasn't getting in the games. So I ended up quitting the team, and then I dropped out again once I... So basically, once I couldn't hoop, I dropped out every single time.
Typical story of Oakland hoopers. Well, you know the reputation y'all got. Y'all niggas, y'all got talent, but your attitudes be fucking y'all shit up.
That's factual. Factual.
Yeah. That's why a lot of recruits don't even come out here.
Even though we got crazy talent.
That is true.
That's factual.
So you, so after you finish, how long did it take you to get a GED? Was it like right after? How old were you basically?
When I got the GED?
Yeah.
This was 2012. 2012. It's about what? Almost 11 years ago. 32. So about 21.
Okay.
About 21, I got my GED.
Why did someone have to talk you into pursuing it? Or you were just like, fuck it, I need to do this?
That's a great question, bro.
Cause that's a long time period from high school to then, nigga.
I initially wanted to do the program because I knew it was important, but I had like no desire to do it. So I was in the program, but then there was times where like I would stop coming, I would miss a lot of days. And that's why I say shout out to Miss Anana, because the GED teacher, bro, she was on me. I'm talking about, I remember I missed like a month of class, and she literally called my phone every single day for a month.
Goddamn.
And I wouldn't even answer.
That's a good teacher.
Bruh, calling, no answer. After 1 month, I finally like picked up the phone, and she was like, what are you doing? You are so close to finishing. You better bring your butt back here and get this GED. And it was because of her that I actually finished through the program.
So if it wasn't for her, you would never have done it, you think?
No, I definitely, no. I'd be in the street somewhere, bro.
What were you in the streets doing? Selling drugs?
That's the part. You might have to say that for another episode right there.
All right. So you get your GED. Okay. When did you go to college? Because you went to college out of state, right? Like Mississippi or some shit?
Yeah, I did 2 years at COA, though, at College of Alameda. And then I did 2 years at NVSU.
NVSU, what is that? A junior college?
No, that's university.
That's university?
Mississippi Valley State.
Mississippi Valley State?
Yep.
Okay. So how did that come about?
So I went to College of Alameda. I did my 2 years there. And I went on this HBCU college tour, bro. And that's what changed everything. There was a guy named Charles Washington. He was just like what Miss Anana was for me. So Charles Washington was his African-American brother who was like truly tied to his heritage and what it meant to be black. Mind you, all that was still new to me. What it meant to be black, learning about African-American. Yeah. I didn't know about none of that until I went to College of Alameda.
Yeah.
So when I signed up for the college tour, they had my flight. They had everything already booked. I had got hired for a job to work at a shelter right before we went on the tour. And I needed to make some money. So of course I needed the job. Of course, you know, when you get a new job, you can't take days off. So I had to make a decision between choose that job or go on the college tour. Since I didn't have...
Wait. Was your mind made up that you were going to go to college?
No, I was done after College of Alameda. Okay. I was going to do my 2 years at COA and then just pursue whatever my dreams was.
So you were going on a college tour for what reason? Just to travel?
I didn't know. And that's the part I'm finna get to. So I went to Charles. I said, Charles, I got this dilemma. I don't know what to do. I need the money. I don't know if I should go to work, because if I go to work, I'm going to have to miss the tour. I don't know what to do. And when I told him that, he had this look on his face. He just looked so defeated. But then he like fixed himself, and he was like, okay, you grown, you an adult. I can't tell you what to do. He said, but I see something in you, brother. And I feel like this tour can really change your life. And when he said that, something in my soul was just burning like, bro, this man knows something that I don't know. So I think F that job and I need to go on this college tour. So I ended up going on the HBCU college tour. And bro, on that tour was the first time that I saw like black people like being excited about educating, like wanting to learn. Like that was the first time I was around so many people like me who didn't have like a hood mentality. I also got accepted to Norfolk University while on the college tour. Wow. In the collection of all that, my mind was made up. I was going to a HBCU.
So on this college tour, what all colleges did you visit?
We saw Howard University, North Carolina A&T. We saw Norfolk. We saw Morgan State, Hampton University.
Oh, Hampton. That's where you should have went.
Hampton? Why do you say that?
Bitches.
Yeah. I mean, really, they was everywhere.
Yeah.
Every campus we went to, they had them.
But Hampton is another level, I think. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, they was everywhere, though, bro. You couldn't go wrong. There's like one or two more I can't remember. But we saw like 6 or 7 HBCUs, bro.
So why did you choose Mississippi?
Side note, I also saw the Civil Rights Museum when we was at North Carolina A&T. And I also saw the African American History Museum when we was in Washington, D.C. looking at Howard. And those 2 museums, I recommend every black person in the world need to see. because that experience changed my life about what it meant to be black.
Yeah.
But going on to what you said about how I chose NVSU, that was really God, bro. A lot of people as humans, they try to choose what they want to do and where they want to go. I was getting stronger in my spirituality at the time when I finished community college. So I literally sat down and I prayed and I was like, God, I don't want to pick a school. I want to go where you want me to go. I literally said this. Bro, I didn't even know NVSU existed. So I was about to go to Florida. I wanted to go to Clark Atlanta to stay with some of my homies. Clark Atlanta tuition, they wanted $33,000. One of my goals was to finish college and not be in debt like that. So I didn't go to Clark. I was about to go to Florida Memorial. That's what I picked. I swear to God, bro, NVSU called me out of nowhere. Told me about the affordable tuition. They was like, most people think it's boring because there's nothing around here. And for me, I needed that boring. I needed to get away because that was a good place for me to focus. So the affordable tuition and them saying that it was boring, that's what made me choose NVSU.
Okay.
So it wasn't my choice.
What year did you go?
I left in summer of 2018.
So when you get there, obviously, California is, progressive, is liberal, and especially the Bay Area. So going from the Bay Area to the deep South in Mississippi, how was that for you? Was that like a culture shock?
It definitely was. Specifically with the hospitality that they talk about, that was different. When I first got down there, bro, it was strangers welcoming me into their home, trying to give me food, like making sure I was okay. And that was the biggest culture shock. Cause here where we come from, you walking down the street, motherfuckers gonna mug you. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers ain't trying to help you out. Motherfuckers really, you looking like, niggas, you trying to take something from me?
Exactly.
So when I was out there, that was the biggest culture shock of just like the hospitality and how friendly people was, bruh. That took some getting used to for me.
What about the races? Did you experience any racism?
No, because we was in a predominantly black area. But I met this mentor out there who like took me under his wing. And he told me there was certain places down there in Mississippi that black people just know you're not supposed to be in that area because I guess like lynchings and shit like that still pretty much happens. But I did get to see like the cotton in person. I got to see the cotton fields. I actually picked some myself. I got to see some actual slave plantations, bro, where slaves actually lived. So yeah, I got to see a lot down there.
What did you study?
Speech communication.
Speech communication?
Yeah, okay. I'm an introvert naturally. A lot of people be like, what? I can't tell. Yes, I'm naturally an introvert, bruh. I used to be hella quiet. So I wanted to study an area that I was lacking in, and that was just like speaking. So that's why I chose to study speech communication.
Are you doing anything with that degree now?
Yeah.
Oh, music?
Music, but I'm currently teaching. Okay. I'm teaching English right now.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that.
Well, that's an exclusive.
For sure.
All right. So when you finished college, why didn't you didn't have the desire to stay in Mississippi?
I did. I didn't plan to come back to the Bay, bro. I wanted to stay in Mississippi because I was finding myself so much. COVID happened. When COVID happened, they shut down the schools and they sent everybody back home. And that's what forced me to come back to here. That's why I say everything that happened since I've been back since COVID is truly a blessing. Because I didn't want to be here. Going back to God, having his own story for us.
Why didn't you go back to Mississippi?
After like COVID?
Yeah.
The brand and the journey got cracking then. When COVID first hit, that's when I first like put out my first song. That's when I first put out my first little EP.
And now a word from our sponsor.
And it just started to slowly just like build my resources and my networks. So that's why I didn't want to go back to Mississippi, because I started building a foundation here.
So did you grow up making music? Or was this is this like a new shit?
No, I always had the gift. I remember writing songs when I was 8, 9, and 10 years old, but I had never had the environment or like the peace of mind to sit down and structurally create music. So it kind of goes back to like survival mode. If somebody's in the state of survival mode, you can't naturally act how you want to act because all you have to worry about is survival. So being in survival mode, I couldn't make the music. The music didn't start to come until like I had a consistent place to stay, which was like college, having a dorm room, having consistent meals. That's when the music started to really come. And
if someone was to ask you what type of like artist are you, and I know that's like a cliche question, but what type of artist are you? Are you like, do you inspirational rap? Like some gangster shit?
That's the first one was a pretty good title. Inspiration rap. That was a good one. But I always tell people, bro, I'm an artist. Like I always say, don't call me a rapper. I'm not a rapper. I'm an artist. Yes, my form is coming through rap, but it's kind of teaching, it's kind of educating, it's inspiring, it's motivating other people. So yeah, the gangster shit, nah, that ain't no, that's dead, bro.
So when did you start becoming, as you say, you started getting spiritual and shit, right? When did all that start happening?
Probably around the same time that I went back to school, when I went to College of Alameda. That's when I started getting deep into like meditation. When I found like I say, I didn't know about slavery and the history of what our people went through until 2016.
I'm gonna be honest with you, nigga. That's a shame,
bro. I was literally in AFRAM class. My teacher put on a video about slavery. Bro, I was in the back of the class.
Nigga, you knew about slavery, but you probably didn't know the specifics on like.
Gee, I'm trying to tell you, I didn't know about none of the history. Remember?
But you knew we were slaves, right?
No.
Wait a minute.
No, that's what I'm saying.
There's no way that you can sit here and say you just learned that black people used to be slaves.
That's why I'm trying to explain the tears to you that I had in class when I seen the video. I'm like, why the fuck nobody has told me this, and I'm 24 years old. I feel like my whole life was a lie. What?
Nigga, no one needs to. You just walk around. You can watch TV. You never seen a movie before?
I didn't watch TV. I was one of those.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
TV was like false educating when I was younger. I was like, nah, stay away from that.
So you're more on the spiritual side, not the religious side.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Absolutely. That's good.
Because you think about it, religion is kind of what got Christ killed.
And what they teach you. Well, first of all, you're bound. All these people are praying to this white God image, which is a total falsehood. But I don't want to get deep and down in religion because I don't believe in the shit either. Anyway, but all right. So you started making music when you came back. You started making your first EP.
Yep.
And what's your first EP called?
Tranquility.
Yep.
It's on all the platforms.
How many songs on it?
It's 9 songs.
Now explain to me. Obviously, this was your first time making an EP. Give me some stories about how you felt, which was hard, what was that you thought that was going to be easy? Because when you make something, I'm going to just make it. I didn't know it was going to be this hard. I didn't know I had to do this and this. I didn't know I had to go on this website to get my shit distributed. Like, give me some examples of what you found that you didn't expect.
Honestly, I would say that I didn't expect it would be this easy. I didn't expect it would be that easy for me to put out an EP. The whole story behind how that EP came together, throughout the years, I've always like typed songs to beats in my phone. To this day, I got stuff written from like 2017, 2016, 2018, just a bunch of stuff written, but I never did nothing with it because again, I didn't know how. What happened was during COVID, stimulus check, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We had a little extra free cheese. Yep. So I went to get a new iPhone because I had a outdated iPhone. I remember students at NVSU making fun of me because my phone was so outdated. But it was time for me to upgrade my iPhone. And when I did that, I had this strong burning in my chest to purchase this laptop. It was a MacBook.
You must have got a fat stimulus check, nigga.
I ain't gonna talk about the details of that. But I left out the Apple store and I didn't get the laptop. I got my iPhone, but I didn't get the laptop. I went to get a slice of pizza down the street from the Apple store. The whole time I was eating the pizza, I still had that strong thing in my chest, and I heard it going back to God. It was like, bro, if you don't go get that laptop, this is the last opportunity you ever gonna have to do something like this. I didn't even know what the vision was with the laptop, but I heard it. So I went back to the store and I bought the laptop. The laptop was just sitting for some days after I bought it. Maybe about 2 weeks later, this is where the magic happened. I sat in my homegirl's car who I was staying with at the time. I had my laptop in there and I just started finding beats to match all the stuff that I had written in my phone. And they have GarageBand on the MacBook, which is a way for you to like record yourself. So what I did, bro, I sat in a car and I recorded from like 11 in the morning to like 8 at night.
Just freestyling?
No, hella different shit that I had written. And I just found different beats to match them. So I probably made 25 to 30 songs that one day. Yeah. And I do this thing after I make the music, I never listen to it. So everything that I recorded, I didn't listen to it until 3 weeks later. 3 weeks later, open up the laptop, I listened to them, and I was literally in the car like this. I said, holy shit. I said, bro, you're an artist. You got 30 songs right here. And so I just chose the best 9 from that 30, and that's what I turned into Tranquility.
Okay. You just put them out from GarageBand? You didn't go to the studio, like remaster them or anything like that?
Yep. I went to a studio and laid them down in the studio, and then that's how I released it. We might get a little sidetrack here, but the guy I record with now is the same guy that I did Tranquility with. And the way I found him was another blessing. I was doing a studio session in Hayward. Bro, the studio session ended up getting shot up, which had nothing to do with me. I guess it was wrong place, wrong time. Yeah. But it was like completely totaled. And trying to cope with what I experienced at like some days after that, I needed somebody to talk to. So I like reached out to my pastor. When I reached out to my pastor, I told him everything that happened. He was like, I got a studio in Richmond. You can come finish the song you was doing. I'll shoot the video, whoop, whoop, whoop. But because of that studio session, that's what connected me with a guy named K. Lou. Everybody know K. Lou. He's a famous producer, but that's who I currently record with now. And it would not have happened if my studio session did not get shot up that night.
Yeah. What, so what do you do when you get like writer's block?
I don't even know if I can say this.
You can say anything. What do you smoke? What?
Basically. Okay. Basically, I usually don't. I don't normally get writer's block because making music is priceless to me. It's fun to me. So writer's block normally don't come. As long as I got beats, as long as I got some tree, I usually be productive.
Do you think the state of Bay Area rap is on the rise, or is it irrelevant?
That's a great question. I would say we somewhere in the middle, bro. We don't have too many popping people from the Bay like that. I mean,
why do you think that is? Because there's a shit ton of artists out here. Right. Why do you think Bay Area rappers don't make it nationally?
That's a hell of a question.
Give me an honest answer, nigga. Don't try to cater to Bay Area niggas.
Of course not. Of course not. You know, we gives no fucks. I'm trying to give you a proper answer and I can't think of anything.
Well, this is the reason I think. Let me see if you agree.
I was gonna say we do got people like Lil Russell. Lil Russell's like doing his thing right now, but we don't have too many for sure. Like artists doing their thing from the Bay.
So I think the reason Bay Area rappers, or well, just artists in general, don't make it nationally on the national scene is because they try to cater solely to Bay Area sound. You understand what I'm saying? Like they try to please just the Bay Area people.
Okay.
Like Mr. Fab, like Fab is popular, right? But he's more known now for his like business. He's more known nationally for business and his other adventures. He's not really known for his music. And if you listen to his music, it's just that Bay Area sound. E40 is one that's, I wouldn't even put E40 in this category because everyone knows E40. But E40 sounds, he has a awkward sound. That's probably why would make him popular.
So
but
he international for sure.
Yeah. But like you said, Lil Russell, when you hear Lil Russell rap, you don't really think of Oakland. When you hear
I'll give you that.
When you hear, what's that one nigga that's popping right now? He's from Vallejo too, I think. Simba, you know who Simba is? Oh yeah, he's dope. But when you hear him rap, he sounds like he's from the East Coast or something because it's all about wordplay and shit like that and lyrics. But then when you hear, I don't know, when you just hear all these other Bay Area rappers, it just sounds like they just want to cater to just like the Bay Area. So I think that's what keeps them from like getting played on radio stations in like Colorado or fucking New York or Texas or Atlanta and shit because they just sound that Bay Area sound.
So in a sense, they're putting themselves in that box.
Yeah, they're not trying to break out the box. That's how I think.
I can see that. I can see why you would say that.
You disagree?
I think that would be valid, bro. Going back to the whole box though, I think a lot of artists fall victim to that. Not even just necessarily Bay Area artists, but artists do fall victim of just trying to fit into the box. I'm sure you heard the cliche saying when they say all the rappers like sound the same nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's true. Like
that Migos sound.
Right. Everybody is trying to fit that box because that box is the only thing that get the plays and the streams and the deals. So that's why they try to fit that box and they're afraid to step out of that box because when you step out of that box, it's hella harder to succeed. As you can see, people like Kendrick, people like J. Cole, when you step out of that box, it's very hard for you to succeed. But I will also say that's where the great ones like lay their bed at. Yeah. You feel me? Like Russell, like how you say he don't really sound like the Bay. But what I love about him is he mixes in some of the Bay shit with the boundaries that he expand outside of that box for sure.
Can you give me a name of an artist from the Bay Area that you get inspiration from?
From the Bay. Oh, that's easy, bro. He in my top 5 right now. I feel like he really don't get the acknowledgement that he deserves. Maybe because he's in the NBA. But Dame Lillard.
And why?
Dame Lillard's in my top 5.
Top 5 what? Basketball players or
artists?
Dame Lillard?
Time. Not all time. He's in my top 5 current that I listen to.
Oh, okay. But he's not top 5 rappers of all time to you.
No.
Oh, I was about to say.
His resume is no. No.
All right, so why does he inspire you?
For many reasons, of course, because you know what I'm saying, we literally come from the same hood. We grew up in the same area, but he goes outside of that box that we was just talking about. Yeah. He does have songs where he does have that Bay feel to it. But I'm a lyricist. I like bars. I like, you know what I'm saying, people who could spit. Yeah. And that's one thing about Dame. Dame drops bars. Like one of my favorite songs to this day is Ghost Spirit. Like almost every line is like some of the top rappers in the game ain't even rapping how he was rapping on Ghost Spirit.
Have you ever met him?
Plenty of times.
Plenty of times?
Yeah. My jersey signed by him.
Is it? So he's cool in person?
One of the most genuine people I've ever met, bro. I went to see him play when I was at MVSU in 2019. That's when he signed the jersey for me. We not the closest of close. We don't talk every day.
Yeah.
But when he seen me at the game, he showed me the kind of love as if we talk every single day. Invited me downstairs, introduced me to the rest of the Blazers, had me take pictures with the Blazers. Like, one of the most genuine people I've ever met, bro.
Do you think he's wasting his good years in Portland?
No.
No?
No. And if we want to open these can of worms, I'm gonna put it to you like this.
He's at his prime right now. You don't think he's wasting his prime?
I would take Dirk's one championship journey versus the way KD and LeBron got theirs any day of the week.
Well, okay, that's fine.
I would take only one championship in my career, give it to me the Dirk way, versus me joining other top players to
well, yeah, I would do the same.
So I support Dame by doing what he's doing, by staying loyal in Portland, because if he ever get a ring in Portland, bruh, come on.
But do you think he will ever get a ring in Portland? That's the question.
Probably not.
Exactly.
Realistically, probably not. But hey, sometimes great players make great things happen.
And you've been playing basketball all your life, correct?
Yep. Absolutely.
What do you think? What do you enjoy more? Playing basketball on a team and being part of a team, or making music with a group of people that you are really close with?
Bro, why you gonna do that to me? Why you gonna hit me with that question, bro? Both things that I truly love to do. Being a part of a team or making music. I'm sorry, Hoop, but I'm gonna probably have to choose the music, bro.
The music?
Yeah. Music is just too priceless. You feel me? It's soulful, it's spiritual. I was telling somebody this the other day, like, we can still feel Pac. We can still feel Biggie when we hear Juicy.
Yeah.
I was listening to Nip on my way here. Like, you feel me? It's like his spirit is still here, even though he like not here no more. God rest their souls. But that's how I look at music. Like, the stream of it, bro, is so powerful.
So you're saying your legacy in music will last longer than your legacy like in basketball?
100%. Yes, that's factual.
I can see that. Music I think is more powerful. I think music is the most powerful form of creative creation because it lasts forever. And like, music can make you kill somebody. You can hear a song and make you go out there and kill someone. It can make you love someone. It can make you cry. Like, it can bring out so many emotions. And I think that's why it can stop wars. It can bring racist people together. Yeah. And I think that's why music artists, when they become big enough, that's why they get paid so much, because music is important in the world.
Period, bro. It's like what you just said, it goes back to it being spiritual. It's soulful. When you hear music, it penetrates this. It penetrates the skin. You don't feel music here. You feel music in places here. It goes deeper. When I played Say Less for my little brother, he said, "Bro, the lyrics almost made me cry." That's not from this. Yeah. It touched somewhere in here. It touched somewhere in here. So,
well, let's talk about Say Less. Like, explain the story behind it.
Okay, so I actually wrote Say Less 3 years ago. And forgot that I did like a little rough draft in my cell phone. So I re-recorded it like a month ago. I had a studio session. I was trying to find some songs to record, and I found that shit in my phone. I was like, holy shit, let me re-record this. And I think the little backstory behind that is just, again, me becoming older and learning to accept what I grew up around. Because a lot of what I grew up around was kind of so bad. Like, I put the memories in the back of my head. You know what I mean? Something like disassociation. So a lot of my like childhood is a blur. I don't remember none of it. So Say Less is just like a chance for me to like capture those memories and those feelings and just like bring them back to life. That's kind of what Say Less was. Was
it hard to write? No.
Nah, remember the writing part. That's the priceless part for me. That part be like healing. I literally be writing songs, bro, and it feel like I be floating. I swear to God.
Is writing songs and music like a form of therapy for you?
Absolutely, 100%. 100%.
Okay. So you talked about when you went to Mississippi, and that's when you started to see black people doing good, basically. When you came back from Mississippi, and obviously you came back to Oakland, what do you think people should start doing? Because I mean, I don't know if you saw this clip. I don't know if you know who Don Lemon is. He's like this gay news anchor on CNN, right? And there's a clip about him talking about black people saying what we need to do to uplift us, basically. And he said you can do 3 simple things, and then our lives will be better. He said, well, first he said black people need to stop sagging their pants. Second, he was like, just take care of have pride in your community. Basically, like, stop throwing trash on the ground. Like, just take pride in where you live. And then third, what was third? Third, I think it was like something simple as to like, just like when you walk by a black person, just say hi. Like 3 simple things that don't really cost money or don't really take legislative fucking meetings to accomplish. And I actually kind of agree with him.
On all 3?
Well, I don't think those are 3. I agree on those 3, but I don't think they should be the top 3. I agree that, I mean, black people, we should take more pride in our fucking backyards. You know what I'm saying? If you go to North Oakland is different from East Oakland. Why is that? Now you can say North Oakland has a lot more other people, and East Oakland has a lot less other people. And when you go to East Oakland, I mean, it's bad to say, but it's a shitty place. Trash on the ground, abandoned buildings. There's no like stores and shit. Abandoned cars everywhere. But you go to other parts of Oakland, I mean, you can still find that, but you won't find it in as much of abundance as in East Oakland, right? And if more black people, it's nothing but us in East Oakland. But if we care, if we get together and be like, yo, you know what? Let's fucking start doing right, and we can change this.
Right.
So I agree with that. And then the sagging the pants part, I mean, that's a stupid thing to say, but sagging pants ain't going to change values. But I mean, niggas do look ridiculous with their pants hanging all the way down and they drawers showing. I used to sag my pants when I was young, down to my knees.
We aren't the only ones sagging.
I know that, but still. Sagging in general looks stupid to me.
Yes.
Because I'm old.
I give you that.
But I used to sag too when I was young.
But if we gonna say that we gotta take away sagging, in a sense, what you're saying is we have to look a certain way.
Yeah.
Which is not cool. Cause I already feel like as a black man, bro, like I have to like what's the word I'm trying to look for? I have to defend myself every day.
Against everything.
You feel me? Like, even though I'm graduated and I'm educated and I'm even teaching.
Yeah.
Bro, when people see me on the streets, what do you think they see me as? I'm still a nigga.
Yeah, of course.
Period, bro. That's what I'm saying. Whether my pants are sagging, whether my pants are pulled up, I'm still gonna be a nigga.
Let me ask you this. When you go to work on your teaching job, do you dress the same as when you're like
I dress like
going
this.
out.
I dress like this.
That's what you wear that type of shit.
Like and my class currently has the second highest test scores in our whole department.
Well, what about when you go on a job interview? Would you dress like that? There's nothing wrong with the way you dress, but I'm saying there's a reason why we dress differently at a job interview.
Of course, this is kind of like loud. I would dumb it down just a little bit with maybe a shirt. Mm-hmm. I would keep the same jeans, same shoes, maybe just throwing a button-up shirt and no hat.
But the point is, you would change your appearance to try to look more what?
Not completely.
But why would you wear a button-up shirt?
I mean, it depends on the job.
No, but what's the reason you will wear a button-up shirt? What's the true reason you will wear a button-up shirt?
Because of how it looks to the person who's doing the interview. Because
in life, even though it is wrong, perception is a reality, right?
Facts.
So I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, Mexican. If you're walking down the street in the middle of the night, right? And if you see a bunch of white boys, right? Like 5 white boys coming towards you with hoods, looking crazy, you'll be like, all right. You probably won't be scared, but you'll be like, all right, let me get my antennas up.
No,
okay, something pop off.
I'm trying to make. No, most people would not. That's the point that I'm trying to make. You have that same scenario, 5 white boys in the hoodie walking down the street. Whoever's that person is walking past them, I guarantee you they will feel safer walking down that street because of obviously the outside appearance.
But what if you're walking down the street in Mississippi in the middle of the night and you see 5 white boys coming towards you? In Mississippi.
That's different because of the
exactly,
context
nigga.
Of
that's what I'm saying.
Mississippi.
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro.
Exactly.
Now I gotta fight for my life. I'm in survival
That's
mode.
what I'm saying.
Yes. So okay.
So, but if a white guy was in Oakland walking down the street and he saw 5 niggas, it's the same shit.
I think it depends on the context. Like how you say in Mississippi,
yeah,
in Oakland. It depends on the context behind it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Now, if you were walking in Maine or some shit,
yeah,
I don't give a fuck who you are. You wouldn't care nothing. Or Utah, because Utah and Maine is not like.
So it depends on the context.
Yeah,
absolutely. The second one, I would say the second one of taking pride in the community, that one does not happen without the third one. And the third one was the one that I agreed, the only one I agreed with, which is us walking past each other.
Well, these are not my examples, nigga.
No.
These are Don Lennon's.
I got you. I'm just, you feel me, commenting on them.
Yeah.
That should be one of the highest priority, bro. Like, we don't even know each other, but yet we mugging.
Exactly.
And if you want to take it like that deep, bro, we all related. We all was pulled here from the motherland. So technically, we all share the same bloodline somehow. So when you mugging me, technically you mugging your brother or your cousin or your sister. So I think the third one that he said should be one of the first ones that we should do to like actually like, you know what I mean? Like to change or uplift the black community, bro. Like everybody else in the world already want to see us fail.
Why do you think it's so hard for black people to do simple shit like say what's up when they pass you by?
It's in the genes. It's in your DNA. It's rooted in you. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but it goes back to the history of slavery. When you see the house nigga being treated better than the field nigga, when you see I'm darker skinned when you in the field, but you see the lighter one being treated better because they have lighter skin, that creates hate and tension. That shit stays in your blood and it stays in your DNA. So that's what we currently dealing with today, is that we have never recovered from what really happened when they split everything apart when they brought us here, bro. That's where it comes from, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's where it comes from. And I also think nowadays it flipped in reverse, because I think if you're light skinned, you get shamed more now. Like light skinned people want to be dark, and back in the day, it was dark people who were envious of light skin.
But you see how it's still a battle?
Yeah, it's still a battle. Yeah,
it shouldn't be no battle, bro. We all still the same underneath the skin. Period.
When you make music, do you work with a specific producer, or like do you have like a little group?
I'm still struggling with that. So if anybody could send me beats, like please do that. I need a consistent beat maker. A lot of it was hard at first, but with the stuff I got coming out now, I found this website called Track Pros. And Track Pros, they let you like listen to the beats like before you buy them. So you can like listen to them, you can vibe with it and shit like that. And that's what I do. And then like if I create a song to one, then I go ahead and just buy the beat. So that's kind of what I've been doing now. But I would love to like have somebody create my beats from scratch. I just ain't got there yet.
On Track Pros, do you own the beat when you buy it, or you just lease it?
They have different options. You can get the MP3 file, you can get the track files, you can get the exclusive rights. So it depends on which one you want. I just get the bare minimum for now.
So you don't have anyone that you've done multiple, like worked with multiple times? No,
not yet. Okay. I want to get there.
On that, on the song, The Come Up, who did you do that?
Shout out to my bro J Pro.
That's the guy on the song with you?
Yep.
Okay. How did that come up?
College of Alameda. We was on the basketball team together. Shout out to my guy.
So you guys know each other from the basketball team? Okay. Yep. Did you know he was an artist too?
Over the years, we stayed in contact and we talked about it over the years. So yeah, we've both been supporting each other.
How did that collaboration come about?
So he sent me the song maybe about a month ago, asked me to get on it. And I was kind of just bullshitting around, doing other shit in life. And he sent me a text. He was like,
it seems like you need motivation, nigga, to do everything.
Bro, my teaching, hooping, and music, sometimes you get caught up doing so much.
I understand.
You know? Plus just trying to be on, man, it's a lot. But he hit me recently and was like, hey, are you gonna do the verse? If not, I got other artists who can do it, like let me know. And when he said that, I was like, holy shit, all right, bruh, give me about 2 days. And that's when I sat down and like wrote the verse for him and put that shit together.
That was the first and only song you guys ever did together?
We did some shit like 5 years ago, but I don't really count that because we both were still babies and didn't know what we was doing. So this is like our first like exclusive one for sure.
Is music what you want to pursue as like a dream? Like, do you want to, I know, man, you play basketball as well, but is music the thing that you are pursuing in life?
It's one of the avenues under my brand. Pushing my entire brand is the goal. And under that, of course, I have the music. You know what I'm saying? I have dreams of like doing a show with like 100,000 people. You know what I'm saying? I do want to do tours. But I also do want to play in a basketball game where there's hella people in the stands. You know what I'm saying? I still got goals, but the whole brand itself is what's going to push everything, which is called Legendary Kings.
So explain the brand.
Legendary,
is it what, it's clothing? What?
It's everything, bro. It's everything. Legendary Kings is basically, it is what it is. Legendary. Everybody has a legacy. You know what I mean? Whether it's poetry, R&B, singing, fashion, wrestling, cooking, everybody has some type of gift, and that's your legacy. Of course, Kings goes back to what we was before before our oppressors came over here and tore apart our culture. We was kings and queens. So Legendary King just means like keeping alive your legacy of your gift that you was given, because everybody has a gift, and the foundation of it is family.
Okay.
Family.
When did you launch that?
Still in the works.
Still in the works?
Still in the works.
Okay.
Yes.
Where do you see and where do you want the brand, the music to go? Like, where do you see it in, like, I don't know, five. Give me a short-term goal, which is within 5 years, and then give me a long-term goal where you want to see the brand and the music and everything in the next like 10 or 15.
I would say a short-term goal would be actually getting it off the ground, pushing it and putting it out there and have people supporting it. That would be a short-term goal. The long-term goal would be once it's established, I'm helping other people push their careers and their dreams further than what they thought they can do. That's the basis of Legendary Kings. It's for the community, bro. It's to give other people what they need to succeed. Cause I know what it's like to be like an artist who doesn't have a studio or doesn't have a place for you to be creative. So Legendary Kings, I want to be able to provide people everything that they need to get the most out of their gift. I would say that would be the long-term goal, to help other people.
What is stopping you from doing that?
Time. I would say time.
Time.
I'm getting older. I'm 32 now. Shit. And I'm juggling a lot right now, which is not a bad thing. It's a blessing. So I would just say time and just being patient. That's it.
And how are you going to... You said time is stopping you. So how are you going to jump over that hurdle?
It's this cliche thing that I've been telling myself. I've maxed out on my growth, doing it on my own. They say nobody becomes success on their own. So for me to answer your question, for me to reach where I'm trying to get, I have to start having better relationships with other people around me. That would be the next step for sure. I'm a lone wolf, bro, but I can't be a lone wolf no more. I can't. The plate getting too big.
All right, so you know where you want to go. You know how to get there. You know what's stopping you, and you know what you got to do to get over that hurdle. So the next step is just to get it done, basically.
Literally, like Nike, is just to do it.
So where can people find and hear your music and tap in with you? If you want to, tell me if you want to give out your socials. Where can we learn more about you?
Music is on all streams. So Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, whatever you use. Just type in D from Oakland, DEE from Oakland, no spaces. And I'm not really a big social media guy, but y'all can follow me on Instagram. I don't do Twitter or really TikTok, but Instagram at D from Oakland, DEE from Oakland, no spaces. That's where y'all can find me at.
And you have a YouTube? Where you're videos and shit on?
Yep. All my music videos is on my YouTube page, which is also D from Oakland.
Okay. Do you have any, what's next for you? What's upcoming? What are you working on?
That's a great question, bro. I'm actually excited to answer that one. I got 4 projects coming out this year. The first one is going to be dropping at the end of next month. At the end of next month, I'll be dropping an EP. It's kind of like a Nipsey Hussle tribute type of theme behind it.
Okay. All EPs?
All EPs, maybe one mixtape.
Why not just put all that music together and just put it out as an album?
I'll never make an album, bro, until I'm really doing that shit.
Okay.
What I mean, but all my shit is created in a car, bro. I'm not gonna even lie. Bro, my car is where I create right now.
Yeah.
But once I'm around people who know what they doing and I feel like I know what I'm doing, I will never put out an album until I know what I'm doing.
So when you say create, you're just talking about you write all your music in the car.
I write in my car. I record rough drafts on my laptop in my car.
Okay.
So all the creativity happens in my car before I hit the big studio.
Okay. Did you give out your email in case some producers want to tap in?
dfromoakland@gmail.com.
All right. Well, D from Oakland, I appreciate you coming on the podcast. It was great learning about you. Everyone go out there, stream his music, D from Oakland. Follow him on YouTube. Check out his music, Instagram, all that shit. Any last words you want to say?
I would just say shout out to Everyday Celebrity Podcast, hosted by my guy Jordan. Thank you for the opportunity, bro. I'm very honored. This was my first interview, bro.
You handled well.
Thank you, brother. But I'm honored to conduct my first interview with you. So huge shout outs to Everyday Celebrity Podcast.
I like that because when you get big, I'm gonna be like, I interviewed that nigga first.
Started right here with my nigga Jay.
So this is Everyday Celebrity Podcast, and we're going to play another song. This is called The Come Up. Do you want to introduce it for us?
So this is The Come Up 2, because he has one on his album. This is my guy J Pro featuring me, D from Oakland, The Come Up 2.
This is Everyday Celebrity Podcast, and we are out. You.
Yee.
Thousand plays last month, but it's nothing. They slide me in the bay and out in hella other countries. Pushing the message like you can make it without hustling. But speaking on topics ever since I was a youngin'. People who was hating are starting to show love again. This love is artificial, it's making me uncomfortable. Yeah, I've been official, I benefit through production. Impact the planet, trying to save it from destruction. Started with a dream and I turned it into something. Try not to turn a fiend, rap culture full of drugs. Down a path of lust and I lost a lot of love. What's I hold to a queen in the scheme of what I want? Ways to succeed I can see, but I don't. Yeah, the boy got guap, but I need a lot more. That's the difference between these kids and adults. Yeah, I need the motivation just to give me that joke.
Never let go when it's sweet. Yeah, losing my soul in the street and I need you to call. 25 down when I need you the most. But they don't come around till she leaving and go. Yeah. Hit them up off me, I'm just on mine. We gon' break off in the city like dimes. So we gon' take off to a city I like. What you say when you got a real life come up? Everything paid, gotta hit that one up. Like one when you get that 150 on top, never take that from us.
Hey, it's D from Oakland, what you smoking? Started from the bottom, I done made it out of Oakland. I gotta talk that real. I studied the greats like Nip, who kept it real. Looking at the city from my living room. Yeah, bossed up, this a God's view. Chillin' with some kings and I'm coming for the throne. Never been a dog, still let a nigga bone. Dreams on my mind, nigga, I'm one of a kind. Goals on my mind, I promise to make them mine. Tats on my body, shorty in the shotty. It's the way she move, it ain't even about her body. Got scars and I'm battle tested. Everything in my life I done manifested. Yeah, positivity over niggas who enemies. My enemy coming nigga looking just for my inner peace. Smoke papers and I drive scrapers. Sitting at the top of the city like skyscrapers. I ain't have a dollar, still pop my collar. 9 on my back like Iguodala. Ayy, no chains but I still shine. Everything I ever wanted, bro, I made it mine. Yeah, I ain't did no crime. Paid my dues, I ain't doing no time. What's up?